What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. And do you want the good news or the bad news? How about the good news? The good news is we have hit our Daily Juice Betting Pros play of the day. 13 consecutive bets. We've gone 13-0. Want the bad news? Well, the bad news is it was the only bet I got right yesterday, and I got smoked. Haven't had one of those days in a while because Kevin Durant went absolutely nuclear, and that got us the win for our pick of the day. However, that also got the Suns back into the game, and it blew the parlay. It wouldn't have been nearly as bad of a day if we had gotten the parlay right, but we didn't get the parlay right. Parlay was wrong because the Clippers, well, they lost. Suns came rolling back. The T-Wolves won with ease. Suns showed a lot of life. We lost a unit there. I bet Utah -3. They lost outright. I bet Mississippi State -7. They lost outright. As my ice-cold college basketball betting continues, we had a scratch as Josh Giddey didn't play, and then Zach Collins went over. He had a big game, so that bet missed. Probably serves me right I told you, don't bet on Zach Collins. That was my fault. Shouldn't have done that. That was a bad bet there, but we wound up going 1-4, down 3.5 units on the day, and that is going to be a heck of a hole to climb out of here for the week. Not great. That's not good. That puts a massive dent in the overall win percentage, in the bankroll. That is never fun when those days happen. Those are not fun when those days happen. So, yeah, I don't know what it is with college basketball, but I am not betting it today. I might not bet college basketball for a while. One thing you can bet, however, and if I find this, I haven't been able to find this yet, but if you guys tell me on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat, tell me if you find a price on the West Coast Conference. And if St. Mary's is plus money, tell me what book has St. Mary's at plus money because I want to bet it. I haven't been able to find it yet. It starts here in Vegas on Thursday, but both Gonzaga and St. Mary's in the West Coast Conference, remember that tournament is designed for the top 2 seeds to get to the final. Well, they both play Monday. They both get triple byes all the way to Monday. And St. Mary's is the 1 seed. Gonzaga is the 2 seed. But at last check, I saw it offshore, but I haven't seen it onshore yet. The Zags are favored to win. Like they're -150 to win. It's essentially one bet, right? It's a one game. Gonzaga against St. Mary's. St. Mary's has won the first 2 matchups already. So that probably will be one of my only college basketball bets of the week, is to go ahead and bet St. Mary's to win the West Coast Conference tournament, but I don't know anything else. Probably Saturday maybe, but it's hard to bet late in the year in college basketball, but I'm making it look impossible. So not good at all. But I've got 3 NBA player props, and then I'm going to take a unit. I'm so cold right now. Whenever I have a really rough day, I get a little bit gun shy. So I got a hockey play, but I'm going to split it in half into 2 half-unit plays. I'll explain in a second. But yesterday, you guys went gaga for our giveaway. A couple of you were asking, is this real? Yes, it's real. Do we actually give away the jerseys? Yes, we give away the jerseys. It's just, someone was like, I try to win it every time, and I've never won one of these. Okay, I'm sorry. But we're talking about 30,000 people. This is not a small number of people that watch this and listen to this podcast. So just understand that just because you haven't won it yet doesn't mean you cannot win. And you could win the signed Allen Iverson jersey. It's a Philadelphia 76er autographed Allen Iverson AI jersey, thanks to our friends at pristineauction.com. To enter into this thing, it's really easy. All you're going to do is subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and then comment on either this video or any video for the Daily Juice. Any comment, and you're entered. It's that easy. So subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and then comment on this video. and you are good. You are in. You are solidly part of all of this. So not hard to do. Really easy to be a part of this here to win the signed Allen Iverson jersey. Now, before I give you the picks for today, we would like to welcome back our friends at Omaha Steaks. You guys have seen these guys be around for a while. Omaha Steaks, they are back supporting us here with the Daily Juice. The world's best steak experience, bringing people together for more than 100 years. Family-owned expertise as America's original butcher. Omaha Steaks, their legendary filet mignon and their extra aged to maximize tenderness, and they are tested to the highest standards to maintain that coveted distinction of USDA certified tender. And right now, it is time for the semi-annual sale at omahasteaks.com. That means 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, Daily Juice listeners will get an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE at checkout. This sale only happens twice a year, so don't miss out on your chance to save on one of the handcrafted steaks, beefy burgers, premium chicken, and so much more that's available. Look, I've had Omaha Steaks in my freezer for a really long time. This is just a tremendous, tremendous brand. They have supported us for a very long time. We appreciate the support. Great opportunity for you guys if you've been on the hot streak with us. If we've hit 13 plays of the day for you, take a little of your winnings and go over to omahasteaks.com, check out the semi-annual sale, and take advantage of 50% off site-wide, and then get an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE at checkout. Go to omahasteaks.com. 50% off with the site-wide sale during the semi-annual sale with that promo code JUICE at checkout for an extra $30 off. Minimum purchase may apply. Thanks to Omaha Steaks for being a great supporter of the Daily Juice podcast. Okay, let's talk NBA player props first. So we hit the over yesterday, so I'm going to give you two overs. I know you guys hate betting unders, but it's like taking your vegetables, right? Sometimes you just got to go ahead and do it. So let's go under first, and then I'll give you a couple of overs. Max Christie. We're going back to the well here with Max Christie. 5 consecutive games. Max Christie has had his points, rebounds, and assist prop has gone under. His prop was 20.5 in the last game against Sacramento. It would hit to 19. His prop was 19.5 against the Bucks. We bet that. It fell 10. It was 22.5 against Charlotte. It fell 16. It was 19.5 against the Lakers. It fell 17. And it was 19.5 against the Golden State Warriors. And it fell to 8. The prop bet here tonight for Max Christie is it's 23.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. Just points and rebounds for Max Christie is 19.5. 23.5 for Max Christie for points, rebounds, and assists. We're going to go under for Max Christie and just keep on riding this because this has been a very profitable bet. He just hasn't been getting a lot of shots. He hasn't been getting a lot of looks. I mean, he had, it's gone over 5 head-to-head up against Milwaukee this year. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 1 this year, 0 for 2 the last 2 years up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Different seasons last year, but back on the 25th of March. I guess both those games were last year against Milwaukee, but he went under in both of them. He's just been a guy that's not getting the looks. He's getting the minutes. I mean, he's played 29, 27, 34, 37, and 22 minutes his last 5 games. He's just not getting the looks. He's not getting the shots. We're going to come in. We're going to bet the under on Max Christie. We're going to go under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists for him today. Now, 2 overs for you. We haven't bet much Chet Holmgren. Let's bet some Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren, points, assists, and rebounds. So he's been kind of bouncing back and forth. Last time out for him, it was 24.5. He went over with 25 up against Houston. It was 27.5 against Atlanta, and he went way under, went 14. Against Brooklyn, it was 23.5 for his points, rebounds, and assists. He had 43. in that game. Flew over 27 points, 17 boards, and 4 assists. He had a heck of a game. Against Minnesota rather, it was 25 and he fell at 24. So when he's missed it, he's gone just over or just under. He's been right around, and one time way under and one time way over. So, we're okay here with Chet Holmgren. His points, rebounds, and assists prop is set at 25.5. Now, against Houston, that would have missed by a half. Would not come near Atlanta, but Brooklyn, he had 43. He would have flown over. Against Memphis, back last year on March 16th of last year, he had a hell of a game against them at 35 points, rebounds, and assists. His prop was set at 25.5. This is the first time that the Thunder will play up against Memphis. But on the road, having Chet be back, he's getting the minutes, 28, 32. He only played 15 up against the Atlanta Hawks, but then bounced right back with 30 against the Houston Rockets in their last game in that 137-128 victory over the Rockets. I think, again, we just go back and bet the over. Prop bet cheat sheet on the projection for this. And, again, overs aren't that common. We're not seeing a ton of overs, but 25.5. Sorry. Yeah, that's at 25.5 is the number. The projection is 29.2 for this. Difference of nearly 4. This is a 5-star play. Not a great defense for Memphis. Play Chet Holmgren. Let's go over Chet Holmgren. Points, rebounds, and assists. So we're going Max Christie. We're going him under 23.5. Chet Holmgren, points, rebounds, assists, over 25.5 at minus 117. So under 23.5, over 25.5. Chet Holmgren, Max Christie under, Chet Holmgren over. I do have one more over that I like here on the game, and that's Isaiah Hartenstein. Same team, same game. Prop bet cheat sheet projection for Isaiah Hartenstein for him to go over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This is a 39% positive EV play, again, against not a great defense. The projection is to go over 28 here, so a difference of nearly 5 for Isaiah Hartenstein, who has been really good here over the last couple of games up against Memphis. He's gone over 4 straight times in 4 games in a row up against Memphis. Three of those games of last year, 1 game against Memphis this year, back on the 8th of February, he had 30 points, rebounds, and assists. The prop was set on that game was set at 27.5. So he went over that, obviously. Last time out up against Houston, he went under 22.5. He had 19, but the 2 games before that, prop was 26.5, went over, got 27. Against Atlanta, it was 21.5. He got over on 29. 2 previous games before that, he went under. His prop missed, but the 3 previous games before that, he went over pretty far, ran over it. 23.5, got to 26, 22.5, got to 25, and 22.5, got to 23. So let's hope the bigs have a big game. Both Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. Maybe Chet does the scoring and Isaiah does the rebounding here for this. But we're going to play the over. Over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Isaiah Hartenstein here at minus 125. So 3 NBA player props for you guys here today. Max Christie under 23.5 at minus 125. Isaiah Hartenstein over 23.5 at minus 120, and Chet Holmgren over 25.5 at minus 117. Now, I've got one play for us here in the NHL. You can just bet a full unit on the puck line if you want on Washington, taking on the New York Rangers, if you want. But I had a rough day yesterday, so I'm going to be really mad if we miss because the Rangers win the game 3-2. The Capitals win the game 3-2. And we don't get the puck line. So the total is 5.5 in this game. And it's basically a pick 'em. Minus 110 on both sides for the Rangers taking on the Capitals. Why? Again, these are numbers that, the books are telling you the Rangers are going to be tough at home. They're 16, 13, and 2 at home, but they're 0-2 against the Capitals. They've lost 5-3 and 7-4. Both losses on the puck line. Is it time for the Rangers to win? Maybe. But I'm going to bet the streak with the Capitals, who are 27-2 on the road this year straight up. And at home, the Rangers this year are 12-19 on the puck line, down over 7 units at home this season. On the road, the Washington Capitals are 18-11 on the puck line this year. That's 9 units. They're up 9 units on the puck line here. Over the last 10 games, they're 6-4. So 6-4 on the road, up 4.3 units. At home for the Rangers, over their last 10 games, hasn't been great. Again, I mean, just teams that look at, trend-wise and how they're playing, the Rangers are, they're 6-4. So they're actually on the positive last 10 games. But overall, they're not here for up against Washington. Again, we bet overnight, so we don't know about the goaltenders. I mean, whether it be Lindgren or Thompson for the Capitals or Yosturkin or Quick, I mean, it's hard to score a ton of goals against the Rangers, just given their goaltending. But we've seen it already. I mean, we've seen this offense here for Alexander Ovechkin as he's trying to become, the greatest goal scorer in the history of the NHL. It doesn't really matter. Jonathan Quick gave up 6 goals in that game and then 1 open net goal. Now, both those games, one game was played in Washington. Both games played in Washington. This is the first game being played in New York. So that's one reason. But the Rangers overall this year haven't been good. So I'm going to take the Capitals on the money line and put a half a unit down on that to win a half unit. It's a 0.55 to win on that. And then I'm going to take the puck line. Why? It's plus 220. So if the Capitals win the game 5-3 or 3-1 or 4-1, if they win the game, we'll win both bets and we'll double up and we'll win about 1.5 units on this. You can just bet puck line if you want. But if they win and they don't win on the puck line, I'm going to be really mad. So at least if they win on the puck line, that'll cover the bet on the puck line. So they win on the money line, rather. So if they win on the money line, it covers the puck line and it's no harm, no foul. And then hopefully we do well with NBA player props. And that will be, for the night, for the winning night. Okay. So as I said, we're in a hole here. Okay. So when I get my teeth kicked in, I tend to be a little bit gun shy the next day. It's just how I am trying to protect the bankroll. So full card for us here today. Max Christie, points, rebounds, assists, under 23.5. Isaiah Hartenstein, points, rebounds, and assists, over 23.5. Chet Holmgren, points, rebounds, and assists, over 25.5. Capitals puck line at plus 220. Capitals money line at minus 110. All those are half unit or to win half unit plays for us here on a Wednesday. Hopefully we have a monster bounce back and we sweep the board and we get all those bets right and we come back and win 3 units and we've, put the week back on the right tracks, because right now, not great. But can we go 14 in a row? We'll find out what Mike Mayer picks. He picked the right one yesterday. Talk about threading the needle. Only had one bet that won, but it was the one bet he picked for the prop bet or the player of the day, the Daily Juice BettingPros player of the day. Let's see what the player of the day is for lucky number 14. That's my lucky number. Let's see if we can get to number 14 to go 14-0 to hit 14 straight. Again, if you're just playing the play of the day, just play that. It's easy. Make one bet, win for the day, rinse and repeat. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. Wherever you guys get your podcasts, it is the Daily Juice.